Hey, welcome to Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to show you how to smoke a turkey breast. A wild one at that. Y'all stay tuned. So if you've ever eaten a wild turkey before, you'll know that there's two things that it is not. Tender or moist. Okay? That's something we've kind of grown used to eating grocery store birds and factory raised and processed birds where they inject them full of, you know, everything in the daggone world, broth and butter and fats and whatever. And then they grow these genetically modified hybrid birds that have a huge breast on them and gain more weight and la 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 la. Wild turkey is just that. Wild turkey, raised in the woods, eating whatever he can find. But the one thing the wild turkey has going for it is it really tastes like turkey. You ain't never eat turkey till you've eaten wild turkey. So we're going to do a couple of little backwoods gourmet tricks to bring a little fat into the cooking process, and we're going to marinate it to help with that juiciness. So here are the things you're going to need to make this dish. First of all, a couple turkey breasts. Now if you don't have wild ones, you can buy you a young turkey breast, whole one, debone it, deskin it. Here we got a whole pack of bacon, got a little brown sugar. Here's the mojo marinade. This is just a generic stuff. You can find this all over the country. It's in your ethnic aisle if you can't find it. We already marinated these 3 hours in that mojo. All right. Gonna need some Seminole Swamp seasoning. This is Fire in the Swamp. Fire in the Swamp. A little spicy version of the Seminole Swamp seasoning. And some plastic wrap. So the first thing we're going to do with these breasts here is give them a good coat of the Seminole Swamp season on both sides. Make sure you don't have any skin or feathers or anything like that on them. This was a pretty big boy right here. Seen a picture of him. He was a pretty good size bird. All right. So this is going to be a smoked dish. So instead of using a barbecue rub, we're going to use the Seminole Swamp, and then we're just going to give it a little bit of brown sugar on the outside only. I'm not going to do that on the inside. So that'll kind of caramelize and will help to hold it together. It's also going to pull a little bit of moisture out of it and firm those up a little bit while we're making our bacon wrap. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the bacon wrap. We do this all the time over here, but if you hadn't seen it before, keep me from having to run you to a different video to see it. We're going to start out a piece of plastic wrap on the table, and we're going to alternate your ends of your bacon. First we're going to run up and down, and this is regular bacon. This is low sodium bacon. And we're kind of looking at how big our breasts are there too, so you don't want to make this long enough to completely wrap them. So how many strips of this you do depends on how big of a critter you're trying to wrap with them. I think that's going to be just about enough on that direction. So what I'm going to do is next, I'm going to take every other piece, I'll fold it down, every other piece, halfway. Once you got it folded down halfway, come back the other way and lay your other piece of bacon right up next to it. Then you can fold it back. over top of it, just like that. Now we'll come and grab the ones that we didn't fold back last time. We'll bring them over, top it with that one. Now remember, we had the fat in that way, that on that piece, so we're going to have the fat in the other direction. This will just help to keep it all square. But you see where we're going here now, and see how that's coming together as a weave. So now we get back in our original ones we folded. Pull them back, and we'll put the bigger end of our bacon strip. We're just alternating it back and forth. Alright. So you see how quickly you can make, that's about half of the weave right there. We can put one more strip right up here at the top, but we'll wait on that to see. I'll go ahead and finish the rest of it, and we'll show you how to put it on the chicken breast. So our bacon weave is completed. We just want to press it down real nice and tight, and that kind of helps it all, like, you know, get kind of stuck together a little bit. Makes it and you're squishing it out and tightening up the weave, so it's a complete fills in kind of all the gaps when you do this. Just kind of pat it down real good. Take your time with it, get it rolled up in that cellophane. I wish somebody would actually make one of these things with a cutter on it that worked right to begin with. All that aside, once you get them wrapped up in the cellophane with the bacon wrap on them, go ahead and stick them in the freezer about 10-15 minutes. That'll harden that bacon up, firm up your meat, and it will be ready to put it on the smoker. Okay, we got our smoker about 275. You see right here on the gauge. This one's actually fairly accurate, not really, but it's not super important. 250, 275 is where you want your smoker. I just put another batch of chips on it. Now here's our turkey breasts that have been hanging in the freezer there for about the last 45 minutes. So I'm going to gently handle them and unwrap them. This cooling them off. See, now that I've got it there where the original bottom was, and I should be able to work that right out of there. My bacon stays in place. Here's our other one. Chilling that bacon down firms up to everything. It makes this a lot easier to do. So you want that seam side to be your side that's down. As that cooks, it'll seal up the seam. Alrighty, there on the good old Weber Smokey Mountain. Time for a lid and some time. So I brought these over to the table here, and we got them loosely wrapped in aluminum foil. We want to let some of the heat get out of these so they'll stop cooking at this point. I mean, the worst thing we can do with any kind of poultry, especially the breast, is overcook it. Time for the plate, Backwoods Gourmet style. I'm going to put a little bit of our, this is Maggi sweet chili sauce. It's what we use to glaze the turkey with. I'm going to drag that out right there to the tip of the plate, just like that. Coming over here and get one of our beautiful turkey breasts. Slide this on over here where you can see it. Man, the knife just glides right through that. Beautifully moist. What we were looking for. For a side, pick some purple cabbage, and then we have some green cabbage from the store, sauteed off on some cast iron over there. I'll put that right there. So there you go, bacon wrap wild turkey breast. Folks, well, it's a hard time of the day to film here. The sun's starting to set. Wind's blowing like crazy. Let's give it a try. So, you know, that marinade really comes through. Give it a lot more juiciness. It's nice and moist. And that bacon fat, you know, when that bacon starts to render down and into the meat, brings along the smokiness with it. Only thing I would do to that right now, just a little more season on the outside right at, you know, serving time. Just to perk up the salt a little bit for me. But all in all, that is pretty daggum awesome right there. Especially for a good old wild bird. Hey, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. If you like what we're doing, please hit that like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, and we wish you would, hit that button right there. To see another great Backwoods Gourmet episode, it's right up there. And for a whole playlist of cooking wild game outdoors, it's going to be right up there. We'll see you next time.